Alright, what's going on, guys? So, it's Tuesday after a long weekend, just got off work. Stopped by my old man's, borrowed his little puller so I can pull a balancer off. So I'm thinking that I'll finish taking the motor apart, kind of give it a once over just because I'm here. I ordered the cam, that 268 comp cam there, but probably not gonna be till Friday. I'm hoping Friday, if not kind of next week, which would be a real pain in the ass. So I got cam lifters, push rods, a gasket set. I did order a timing chain because I put a new one on this thing at one point. So I'll take it all apart and I'll see if there's any slack in it. And then I can pull that stuff out of the transmission because I gotta surface the flywheel and do a few things like that. But I think that's it. I'm actually thinking I might even pull the heads right off this thing because I got the whole gasket kit. Might as well just make sure, go through the motor one more time. It's this far out and apart. It's one more set of bolts, right? So I think I'll do that. But I'll get all set up here, kind of show you how this puller is going to work, and start diving into this thing. Okay, so I'll show you how this thing works. Pretty simple. You have your little kind of plate here. It's got space for 3 bolts, so I just ran in the 3 bolts that were in there were short ones that were holding on the bottom pulley. Then the center, you take that main bolt out, and that's right into the crankshaft, the snout there. So as you're tightening this, it's going to pull the balancer away. If I can do this kind of one-handed. Doesn't take a whole lot of screwing around. So it's going to want to turn the motor over a little bit, but you can see right on the timing marks, slowly but surely coming out. So just like that, balancer's out. And you can see here, so that's the front of the crankshaft. That's the front seal, which is brand new. I put that in a year or so ago. Front timing cover, take a few bolts like that out. It does have a couple in the oil pan, so I'll probably roll this thing over. I'll peel the oil pan off. You can clearly see I had a leak there, and I tried to shmoo a bunch of silicone in there. So flip it over, oil pan off. While it's upside down, I can pull all that out. Then I'll be able to see, hopefully, the timing chain, everything's still in good shape, because it's yeah, it needs to be inspected. Okay, so oil pan and timing cover off, got them on the side, everything looked good there. Rolled the motor over, wanted to make sure my timing marks were right, which I had done. I was worried maybe it skipped a tooth. It's got this double roller timing chain on, so it's good. It's no play in it, so everything is happy there. So the next thing I gotta do, pull off the fuel pump. So it's gonna have a little rod that's going to run into the camshaft. I should be able to undo that, take this plate off, or the little gear, and then the camshaft should come out without any issues. Alright, so cam's out. It looks like it ate a couple of lobes there. So, that's probably my problem I was having. It's running like shit and popping and banging and all sorts of things. So, I don't know. The lifters didn't look too bad, but I guess, who knows. I never run that zinc and stuff in the oil, but people kind of live and die by it, so maybe I should start. Otherwise, cam bearings look decent. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the heads off or not. Probably give it the night to think about it because I'm a little angry at this whole situation and just kind of create a bunch more work for myself. I gotta start cleaning this thing up anyways, take some stuff to work, you know, put it in the tank, get it all cleaned up there, and I gotta clean the garage up because it's just trash in here and I'm not in a big rush because like I said, I won't get the parts till later on this week, if not next week. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for night. Didn't really get a whole lot done, but frustration took over, so that's it for now. And in the meantime, I ordered the interior parts. Maybe I'll start getting on that. It's supposed to be nice weather tomorrow. Tomorrow and the day after. So maybe I can push this thing kind of half out and just clean everything up with the hose. Make it look nice before this junk motor goes back in. That's why I'm leaving it tonight. I guess I'll be back at it tomorrow and see how she goes. Alright guys, so today's going to be a bit of a different video. Or start to a different video I should say anyways. So as most of you know, I've been working on this Nova. So I pulled motor and trans and all that out. I got the motor all the way apart. It's got a flattened camshaft. a couple lobes on it, so that's why it was running like crap. So today's Friday. I was hoping to have those parts today. They haven't showed up yet. Fingers crossed yet. Otherwise, we had a bunch of snow there last week. I'll put a couple pictures up maybe, but so it's that time of year where everything's kind of got to go away. So I'm just letting the 55 warm up. I'm going to go through it one last time, get all the junk I want out of it. I'm going to store this one at home just in the backyard. So that's a bit of a pain, but take the fence all apart, get it down there. The Chevy, it developed a coolant leak, and it actually started tossing coolant right out the front of the radiator through the grill, and it leaked all kind of around the bumper, and you can see it's all kind of rusty and stuff there. So I went to my trusty Rizlone, tossed it in there, and I actually drove it to work today and it didn't leak. So I'm sure you guys will all give me attitude for using those chemicals, but hey, fix the problem for now. Give me a few more weeks. I want to drive this thing you know, right into actual snow. Just kind of a beater, and I'll start working on it. So that's the plan. That's going to go away. Working on the Nova 57. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to put it away or not. My problem is I've all but convinced myself to make it into a two-door. So once the Nova's done, I think this will be going in the garage and getting the rear door delete. So I'll let that warm up. We'll go for a quick ride around the block and then dump that thing in the backyard, put the gate and all that back together. Then I got a pile of cleaning up to do in the garage. And I'm gonna actually go look at some car parts later, so maybe if I end up buying anything, I'll show you what I got. Actually, while I'm out here, I did pick up these sweet valve covers. So the goldies, old Morosos, and a gold air filter for $100. So I was pretty stoked on that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but the deal was there, so I picked it up. So yeah, it'll go on something, or I'll sell it, or do something with it. But anyways, next time you see me, we'll be in the 55. All right, so the car's warmed up. Actually, I had water in this thing, so I drained all that out and letting it run. Fill it full of coolant because it gets freezing here. And yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, this was a four-door car that I turned into a two-door. So that's why I want to do the same thing on that 57. But go for a little ride around the block and then put it in the yard. Well, unfortunately, today is the nicest day in the week. Still see there's a bunch of snow everywhere. Got a bunch of the hydro crews out. We had a big storm here with all that snow, and have taken down a bunch of trees and stuff. A bunch of people got their cars smashed. I fluked out, worked out pretty good. The Chevelle just had one little branch fall on because it was on the street, but otherwise it was pretty uneventful for us. But like I said, there's still snow on the ground. The leaves are falling off the trees. Today's the nicest day at, I think it's 10 or 12 degrees, and it's cloudy and crappy, and it's the weekend, and next week's supposed to be kind of just above freezing. So at that time, any rain we get could turn to snow, and this thing's got race slicks on it and stuff. So unfortunately, as much as I want to drive it, I got to put it away. So hopefully it'll drive the yard no problem. I got a bit of a hill, and it's a little damp, so might need a little revving. All right, so I got to go up this little hill. Hopefully they'll go nice and swimmingly. I actually didn't even measure and make sure this car will fit because I have my other hot rod in there. I guess we'll see. Ooh. Oh yeah, no problem. A couple of back and forths. We'll get right in there. Inches to spare. This is my old 47 Chevy hot rod. I didn't even get it out this year, but I should probably put the window up while I'm here. But it's kind of cool. It's on air ride and stuff like that. And then right at the back, just enough room. So worked out okay. I'll probably be back here again this year. I think I'm gonna tarp this thing up a little bit. Get the battery. Yeah. That's it. So fence goes back up, put the window up. I can crawl over there and tarp it later on. So there you have it. 55's away. Getting ready for another winter, unfortunately. So next step, I gotta start cleaning up in here a little bit because I do eventually want to bring that big block home. and starting putting all this stuff together. So hopefully I'll still get that camshaft and stuff today. Otherwise Monday, which means I'm not gonna have a whole lot to do this weekend other than just kind of clean up, kind of go in there. And then if I can't get the motor done, I'll probably start pulling apart, pull the seats out, because I got a carpet kit ordered and a dash pad. And I'm fighting out what I want to do here. When I originally put this windshield in, I didn't paint down here and it looks terrible and drives me nuts. But I don't know if I want to pull the window out, because that's a lot of work. It's a brand new window. I'd rather not crack it. So we'll see how it goes. But it's time for a break. I'll probably be back out cleaning. I won't film that because that's boring stuff. And then who knows? We'll go from there. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Last night I spent a bunch of time out in the garage. Made myself a little path, a little walking room. Look at all that. Moved the other transmission over here. And then I kind of piled up on my junk there. Did pretty good, so all I got left, I want to clean the engine bay, you know, get all the leaves and stuff like that out. Unfortunately, the cam and all that did not show up, so I'm kind of at a standstill right now with that. Danny's home, so we're going to take the 57 to storage now. After work today, I made a probably a terrible decision here, but I picked up my first LS motor. So it's a 6-liter. It was out of a Escalade. Got it pretty cheap. It's got 100,000 miles on it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. It came with the wiring harness, everything I need, whole front dress, all that sort of stuff, computer. And I think it's going to go in this thing. Is my plan. So 2-door LS powered 57. Final drive on this thing for a little while. We'll go take it into storage. And yeah, then I'll probably come back and pressure wash the turds out of this thing. So it should be a good day. Alright. Made it to the little storage lot. Danny did good. Hope she'll just back this thing right in. Perfect. Alright, there she sits. Battery's pulled. Hopefully it won't be here too long. Be back at home getting some work done on it. It's a good driving, last drive of the year. Oh well, still the smell. Alright, we're back. Danny took off, she went to go see a movie with her friends. So I got this thing. I put a little bit of foam on it, so I'll probably finish doing that. Got the pressure washer out, so I'll give it a quick bath. One thing I didn't think about till right now, I'm gonna have no fasteners for this thing. I'm sure it's probably some sort of metric stuff. So I'm not gonna put this on the engine stand, but I'll pressure wash the hell out of it. And then tomorrow morning, Saturday, so tomorrow morning I'll go out and get some stuff and maybe put it on an engine stand at least. But pressure wash it all off, let it dry overnight and back to the truck, and then maybe hit it one more time tomorrow just so it's as clean as can be. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm pretty excited. Okay, well, she's all kind of cleaned up. These things clean up pretty nice. Like I said, I got another harness and stuff which is in the truck with the computer and all that sort of stuff. So I'll probably leave this in here. Might even give it one more wash tomorrow. I gotta do a lot of research, find out what tech I'm gonna need just to fasten it to the engine stand, so I can lug it out of the truck tomorrow maybe, and let it sit around the garage. Not that there's much room, but I'll probably be getting to this in a month or so, if not a little after that. Like I said, I'm still just waiting on Nova parts. Tomorrow, probably a new video, and I'll start pulling the seats out, pulling the interior out, getting it ready for the carpet, the dash pad. I think I'm going to cut the roll cage out. I've kind of had enough of it. Yeah, a little bit more cleaning up. But let me know what you think. LS motor and all that stuff. Like I said, it's my first one. Got a lot of learning to do, so I'm sure you guys all know a bunch about it. If you have any videos or people to recommend, note them in the comments and stuff like that, or what videos I should watch, because I got to figure it all out. I'm hoping Tri-5 Chevy and LS motor should be, it's not like I'm reinventing the wheel there. Should be pretty simple. So, I think that's where I'm going to leave it today and for this video. So, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, all those things. I really appreciate it, and let me know anything on the new project. Hopefully it should be fun.